Hey guys, Proudfoot here. Just wanted to make a short video about for Emperorfoxx's 100 subscriber video, talking about some game memories, about our favorite game or one of our favorite games. So the game that I chose to talk about is a game that I spent years playing online and in the modding scene and on a clan and everything. So that game is Descent 2. Descent 1 was also a game that I spent a good amount of time in. But Descent 2 is really the game that hooked me, kept me playing for years. Online matchmaking. It was all about the multiplayer for me. The single player was fun to play through the missions, but the multiplayer is what really got me. Even co-op was definitely worth playing and fun with friends. This is back in the days when this came out in '96, I want to say. Anyway, it's a decently old game. Back when I had like a Pentium 1 system, I was playing this in a 14.4 modem. Upgraded eventually to a 33.6, and then got some decent ping online with matchmaking, or there was no matchmaking really. You just had to use this separate client called Kali that would match you up with other people that were interested in playing games. And so we'd have clan wars, and we'd have just 1v1 matches. But a lot of the time it was 4 or 5 guys in a room, free for all, just kill each other. The things that made the game so great to me was just the combat in the game was very balanced, it felt like, especially dependent on map. But if the map included certain weapon types only and didn't include like the enormous Earthshaker missiles, unless it was actually the level Earthshaker which was designed for that, then the matches felt very balanced. It was very great, like great dogfighting. You get, levels that I really enjoyed were Minerva and Get Smart, and Earthshaker. Obviously, it was an awesome map. That it was just the most satisfying feeling to have someone fire an Earthshaker missile at you, and you dodged it, or you dodged the homing missiles that splashed off the Earthshaker. And it was even better if you could dodge an Earthshaker and get it to hit the guy who fired it at you. That was amazing. But anyway, it's a space. It's not really a simulation. It's you play as a spaceship, and you're flying through these tunnels, what they called the mines in the game, and you are trying to defend, I guess, the miners or something. I don't know what the storyline was exactly, but the multiplayer was amazing. You just get in your pyro and fight other players, and it was amazing. So it's still probably my favorite game because of the nostalgia value. I've played World of Warcraft longer. I have strong feelings for a lot of other franchises, Mega Man, Zelda, the Mario series, But Descent is a game that I think I'll probably always cite as my favorite game because of the time that I spent in it and the friends that I made and that kind of thing. I used to make maps for the game in just a wireframe box outline thing. You had to apply textures when you couldn't even see the textures. You just upload a texture file to that square and hope that when you got into the game it looked right, and if it didn't, you had to go back and fix it. And so I spent a lot of time making levels for multiplayer, playing with clan mates, and I played all keyboard, which at the time everyone kind of said was crazy, like you can't play competitively with a keyboard, but I did. And most other people had a joystick. I just never bought one, and even when I played with my friends' joysticks, I didn't enjoy it as much, and I guess that's because I'd already trained myself to play with a keyboard. The game was very complex in controls, like You know, you had barrel rolls, slide up, slide down, slide left, slide right, forward, backwards, afterburner, drop mines, fire primary, fire secondary, switch weapons, all this kind of stuff, like flares. There was tons of like buttons you had to map. And they actually tried to port Descent or Descent 2 to a console. I think it was PlayStation 1 they tried to port it to. And that's just a bad idea in my opinion. Like, the game had too many controls really to do it correctly. And then they had to dumb down the graphics and stuff too for the PlayStation at the time, which I loved the PlayStation. It was a great system. But I've always kind of been a PC gamer primarily. So anyway, just wanted to make a video talking about Descent. It's amazing. If you can actually still pick up Descent 1 and Descent 2 on like GOG for like $10, I think. Descent 3 I didn't care for as much because they changed the core mechanics. They added more ship types, so you could have heavier, lighter ships, carry more weapons, less weapons. It kind of ruined the game for me as far as the dogfighting aspect of the game. Like, there was balance when everyone had the same ship, everyone had the same weapons available. You had to get to them first. It was that type of game. But even if you didn't get to the mega missile first, you could dodge it and then it would respawn, So skill was the primary factor that made you win or lose games, and that's what I liked about it the most. Just the aesthetic of it too. I loved I loved everything about the game. The music is incredible. I can still listen to the soundtrack to Descent 2, and I think it's a great soundtrack. So anyway, Emperor, this is a video for you. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks.